Welcome, Aquarius, to Virtual Tarot. I'm Ava, and this is your July forecast, 2016. So, if you're new, double welcome. And we've been doing this for about 3 years, Trudy and I. We've had to separate and do separate readings recently, but we're still here. And I hope you are as well. The idea of this is to give you a forecast, a prognostication into the future, the next month. And I do it with the aid of the tarot deck. And I use the Weight Rider deck because I feel it is the most symbolically rich, and therefore the deck I prefer to help me open up my own psychic abilities. And that's what the tarot does. It aids you in uncovering natural psychic powers that we all have. Used to be very revered. That is, the powers of divination that we have used to be much more socially revered than they are now. It's my mission to change that a little and to put the dignity back into what is divination and telepathy, really. So what we do is we create a 3, we separate the cards into 3, and then we reassemble, and we're ready to go because I've already put in some reversals and we've mixed them up. And the very first card in the position of the environment of the upcoming month, the energetic environment of the upcoming month, is a beautiful, beautiful card. And it is a love card, or about love. It's the 2 of Cups. You see that? Isn't it beautiful? The 2 of Cups. So July is going to be a month of relationship successes, or relationship success, harmony. Harmony in significant relationship. This shows the mutual attraction between 2 people, making a connection with another. And that other doesn't necessarily have to be a lover, although it often is a new lover, a new love. But it could be a partner, a business partner. This is very good for the matters of the heart and of the mind. It's the meeting of minds, the agreement on something. It speaks of happiness within partnership and relationship. So the whole month is colored by this energy. It's also can be the signing of a contract, because you see, it's pledging to one another. And when we pledge, we give gravity to that promise. when we write it down, when we write our promises down, we ground it in a more mutually accessible form that again gives it gravity. There's also a combining of energies here, two people coming together and meeting, bringing together their energy. And when you do that, then that energy grows exponentially. That energy creates ever more expansively. The vibrational energy of the meeting, of the mixing and melding of these two forces, two entities, brings about the manifestation of their desires. They can manifest more rapidly, more effectively in partnership. And that is the overall energy of the month, you see. So you're going to encounter events and situations in which this can be experienced. All right. And then oh goodness, we have the Queen of Wands. You had the Queen of Wands. I would go back to last month's reading and listen to that, because you also had the Queen of Wands in the position of the challenge last month. And so I suppose that challenge is carrying through all of July. This is the challenge of taking charge of a situation, about allowing freedom of creative spontaneity, in a sense. Also being a little adventurous, both creatively and in actual in the events that you choose to manifest. This is your challenge, by the way. It was your challenge last month as well, to be bold, to be fearless, to be passionate, and to have faith and belief in yourself. To stay positive, excited, energetic, and helpful. Helpfulness is a part of it too, helping others. And guide others with your creativity and positivity. Be bold. Don't be a wallflower. It's not the time for that. It's the time to take charge of something, and to do it with a great deal of verve and energy. That's what is your challenge. Again. And in the position of the unexpected, we have the Queen of Cups yes, so your challenge is to be that bold, daring, inventive, independent leader, to take charge, right? That's your challenge. But unexpectedly, what wafts over the situation is pure feeling, which is unsullied by either motive or judgment. Just pure, unadulterated feeling of affection, feeling you want to nurture, feeling, this is the feeling of motherhood, whether you're male or female, of kindness either being unexpectedly received or unexpectedly having to be or wanting to be kind. Feeling really quite sensitive. You know, crying during a commercial. That's, you know what I mean? Just suddenly feeling very sensitive. Perhaps lapsing into daydreams. Feeling every aspect of your environment. They say that artists are in a condition in which it's almost as if they don't have a skin, that every single breath of air is felt deeply. That's the mood of this card. Being very sensitive to beauty, to the needs of others, and wanting to nurture or being nurtured by someone. Wanting to care for and love children, or your husband, your other child. Yes. So yes, we'll leave it at that. Aha. Oh, it would be nice if I showed you, right? We have the Two of Wands reversed as the outcome, or as what moves, the energy that moves us out of July. It's not a grave card. It's simply, you might, on a very mundane level, have a sudden arrival of a visitor from afar, or unexpected arrival, even though it's not in the unexpected phase or position. Or there's a sudden departure of someone, or maybe you have to suddenly leave, or there are delays, setbacks in plans, in more specifically, maybe even travel plans. There, you feel a little bit tied down, perhaps, or you take the safe route. Again, which you do the safe thing, whatever that safe thing might be in your particular circumstance. You perhaps feel the limitations of your particular environment, and you bump up against those limitations. And as a Queen of Wands, you want to expand. You want simply that revolution to take place within your environment, within yourself. But this says at the end of the month that you have to adapt to certain restrictions, and that could be putting a barrier between you doing what you want to do, some sort of something stopping you, or you might feel hesitant yourself to launch out, to take that, to exit what is familiar. That's it. This is all that it's saying. Just prepare for a setback of some sort at the end of the month. So, all these are minor arcana cards. There are, say, no earth-shattering events. It's simply a month, really, the overall energy is, again, relationship-oriented and bringing harmony into partnership, into relationship, and matters of the heart. There's great sympathy between two people, two minds, or there's a beginning of a deep friendship or relationship that is very rewarding on an emotional level. As the Queen of Wands, you simply have to run a very tight ship, and at the same time remain proud, confident, and inventive, creative, fearless, also helpful. The Queen of Cups makes you ultra sensitive, loving, or you receive that non-judgmental love, unconditional love, or you bestow this love on someone else. And at the end, as I said, there's a bit of a setback. And that's all there is to it. Isn't it beautiful? You're going to have a very good month. And when we can develop strong relationship, there's really nothing quite as satisfying as that. So that's your reading. Now, what I'd like to do right now is to investigate, to plumb the depths of Aquarius. Where are you? There you are. There you are. Aquarius. Who are you? Well, we're in the age of Aquarius. And Aquarius is an eminently revolutionary sign. What's so revolutionary about Aquarius? Well, we're headed into Aquarius, and So you're ruled by Uranus, science. It is the scientific philosophical explanation of the union of matter and spirit, which is revolutionary. The new physics, which will eventually be adopted by the rest of the world, speaks to the dynamic swirling sea of magnetic forces that extend out towards infinity. And the new physics understands these forces are absolutely interconnected. And that, therefore, all matter is connected. And that when we dissect matter, pull it apart, what we find is mind. Mind is at the heart of matter. And this is what is revolutionary. And Aquarius represents this. That is why an Aquarian often lives on the razor's edge. Their path is often dangerous and difficult, both internally and externally, because they carry this knowledge with them, which is why they are such egalitarian thinkers. They know that since everything is connected, that no one thing is superior to another. It's all relative. And in this relativity, they see the human condition, that we are all connected, that no matter where we are on the social rung, or on the intellectual rung, or on the spiritual rung, that we are all connected and equal. The Aquarian brings this message to humanity, and they express it in their own life by embracing friends, family, people of all creeds, colors, social positions, and bringing them within the envelope of their own spiritual essence. This is why the Aquarian is often thought of as queer or different, or their thinking is so far ahead of everyday thinking. They're open to the possibilities of creative thinking. They are tremendous creative thinkers and innovators. They have a certain electrical dynamism about them. They, in effect, emit this electrical energy, which is why they're so vivacious, magnetic, and compelling. I'm going to leave it at that. And let you think about that for a little while, Aquarius. And I have here at the end a few announcements. It is now mid-month in June when I'm doing this reading for you for July. And I realize now that my website, my new website, which is called grandcentralhealing.com, will probably be ready in July sometime. I don't know when you will be seeing this, so it might not be ready when you see this. I'm going to provide a link to it nonetheless down below. But what I want really to speak about is this new service, which is spiritual counseling, that I'd like to offer you. I don't do the personal readings, the tarot readings anymore, but I would like to offer you my skills and my wisdom. I've been a spiritual counselor for many, many years, but I've always done that person to person. I've never done that the way I'm going to have to do it now, which is to present this service to you via the phone, because you live everywhere in the world. And so what we can do to make this happen is for you, if you would like to avail yourself of this service and speak with me about whatever issue, problem, or spiritual concern that you have, is to go to my email, which is grandcentralhealing@gmail.com, and to compose for me those concerns, those issues, those what you would like me to address. And I will see then if what I have can help you. And if it can, I'll contact you, and we together will find a mutually convenient time to have this phone conversation. Down there is a link over which I will even tell you how much I will charge you for this. If you're interested in it, please send me that email, and I'll get back to you one way or the other. And also, I'm still doing my counsel cards, and that's a much more affordable way to get some extra spiritual counseling. I reinterpret the 4-card spread that we've just analyzed, and I also give you extra spiritual counseling in the way of a 5th major arcana card. So please, it helps to support these free readings, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you next month. And if you know your rising sign or your sun sign, please go there as well. Thank you for sharing. That helps a great deal too. And so namaste. And I hope to see you next month. I love you very much. I love all the signs, but I have a deep affection for you too, Aquarius. Thank you.